But I think I was saying that I lived with my I manifested my children out of being lonely. I love them with all my What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my universe. It's DC, and if you're OG, you already know where the real roam. If you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe. Y'all know I got my sidekick right here. He trying to eat leaves, even though he got his yogurt melts right here. I guess I ain't going fast enough. Here, fat. If you're new to my channel, like I said, I really appreciate you for tuning in. I usually create content about motherhood, about spirituality, healing through trauma, my journey through just my personal life experience, pretty much. And hopefully you're here because something that you've watched or the title resonates with you. And baby, yeah, I had this seafood pasta salad. When I say swinging, I got it from Publix. I think it was like $4.99, $5.99, something like that. I was on the phone with my best friend yesterday, talking to her about it, and she went and got her some. You okay, son? I know the yogurt milk dissolvable, but wait a minute. Y'all, my baby, this boy here, the wipes is in the bag. Hold on, y'all. Y'all propped up on Brylan baby bag because every time that we are out, I always forget to bring my little, what is called? Tripod? Like the little octopus thing. So if it's a little bit cricket, I do apologize. I got to make do with what I got right now. So and we are at the park, and it's a couple kids out here, so it's a little bit loud, but hopefully y'all can kind of tune that out. I can, because I'm used to kids. I'm used to the noise. Sometimes it does get frustrating, but I'm used to it. You don't want to eat the yogurt melts, but you want to eat leaves. Make it make sense, brother. What do you think you are? Huh? What do you think you are? Get these leaves off of here. No leaves. Yogurt melts. Right here. Yay. Go, Pepe. Go, brother. Go, brother. Go, brother. Go. The purpose of me creating this content today, as y'all can tell by the title, is to explain to y'all why I became a mother. And I'm not gonna say, oh, because this is what I always wanted to do. A little bit deeper than that, you know. So I'm not even sure where to begin, because I could take a lot of different avenues and explain why I became a mom. But I first want to say, be careful what you pray for, because yes, you might get it. However, it may come in a way that you weren't expecting. So I've always had a nurturing spirit. I've always wanted to be a helper, be a healer, be a caretaker. You know, that's just my natural instincts. It's also something that I guess I pretty much manifested, because even, well, you better not roll down this hill. I'm telling you. But even as a child, my ideal toy was a baby doll, something that I could take care of. So my baby dolls, it wasn't just the baby doll. I had to have the car seat, the stroller, the baby bag, the clothes, you know, the bottle, everything that came with it. I would fill the bottles up with like water and what did I used to put in those bottles to make it look like milk? Sometimes I would actually put real whole milk in the bottles, even though it was a baby doll, because I wanted to make sure that they were taken care of. You know what I'm saying? When I lived with my mom for, I think, I lived with my mom up until maybe 3 or 4, but she had my room set up like an actual house of my own. I had a couch, I had my bed, I had TV, I had a little kitchen set, I had my baby dolls, I had a vacuum cleaner, you know, all of that stuff. So I literally pretended like my room was my home. And that might be another reason why I am just so, I guess, introverted. I am okay with sitting at home, being in my room. That's just what I'm used to. And I think, I mean, living with my mama, I moved with my aunt. And my aunt had a pool and all of that stuff. And I stayed with her, I think until I was like 7 or 8. Now that I'm actually trying to record, I keep getting interrupted. Call after call. Y'all know y'all don't be calling me. But I think I was saying that I lived with my he's so sweet. And once I moved with my maternal grandma, if you OG, you know that I had chores and responsibilities early. Like 8 years old, cooking, cleaning, you know, bathing my sister, just things of that nature. I wasn't really a big outside person, but when I did go outside, I had a few friends. We lived like out in, I wouldn't say it was the country, but it wasn't city limit. So yeah, that's just that. Experience was just so mature, you know, and in a sense it was traumatic. Some issues were no fault of my own, and then some were, you know. So 14, I became interested in boys. At that time, MySpace was really, really popular, and like teen parties and stuff like that. And my grandma, she was strict. She didn't really allow me to go places like that, but a party. Or there have been times where I've snuck and gone to a party. Like, I didn't go to many, but I went to enough, you know. Well before I understood and knew what it really meant to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be. Too young to even be thinking about that. But when I got into boys, of course, I ended up losing my virginity, and there was a point where I actually faked a pregnancy. Or even ever talking about this, but I'm at a point now where I'm no longer shamed about what I did. I know people gonna say, oh my God, you so delusional, why would you do something like that? That's, you know, but I really didn't know better at the time. I was acting off of my hurt, because I felt so lonely. I felt so unworthy of love. I felt like even the people who brought me into this world didn't want to stay around me, you know? So I felt that if I had my own child, I would always have somebody with me, you know? I wouldn't feel so alone. I know that my baby would be my person. And there's no reason to have a baby, you know? You don't ever go and make a decision because you're lonely. That's usually when you wind up in the most trouble, when you make decisions out of being lonely. A lot of my decisions, a lot of my impulse decisions came out of fear of being lonely. And when I became pregnant with my daughter, I feared losing my child all the time. Like, I just had these weird, I don't even know what to call them, but that was one of my biggest fears, was you know, having a miscarriage, or, you know, giving birth to a stillborn baby. Like, I thought about that a lot, and thank God it didn't manifest into my life. However, what did manifest was my children. I prayed for all of my, well, I didn't necessarily pray for Brylan, but I still was acting out of, I guess, loneliness. I, like, on my hands and knees got down and I prayed for Tuki. I needed and I wanted her just that bad. I prayed for everything about her. I prayed for her gender. I prayed for her personality. I prayed for her intelligence. I prayed for her creativity. I prayed for her humor. I just prayed for everything that she is. And even when it came to Michi, I prayed, okay, now I have my daughter. Now I want a son. I want to experience what it's like to be a boy mom. And even when I got pregnant with him, I knew that although I had prayed for it, I didn't necessarily want it anymore, but I had already did it, so I couldn't take it back. And that's not to say that I regret having my children, but I just think that had I been in a better mind state, hey, now this is see what I'm saying? I'm up here trying to record a video. He want to get down and go play on the playground so bad. He see kids out there, they moving around. Tuki done came up here and stirred him up. Now he want to fight me. The wig already ain't secure like that. You about to pull it off in front of all these people? Made a mistake in a lot of aspects of my life, you know, just thinking that once I turned 18 that I had it all figured out, that I knew what I needed to do, that I just knew everything. And I'm not ashamed to say that I don't. Who is this calling now? Like, I don't understand this. What is it? I manifested my children out of being lonely. I love them with all my heart. And the circumstances are not ideal, you know, because when I manifested these children, I should have manifested a partner who would match my energy when it comes to parenting, understanding the role and of being a parent. But unfortunately, you know, that just wasn't the case. You know, there was a lesson that I needed to learn, not only in regards to loneliness, but I needed to learn to love myself and know myself. I never really got the chance to know who I was, you know, because once I graduated high school, I jumped right out there in the quote-unquote relationship mind frame, and I admit that I got it wrong, you know. Truthfully, my children have taught me a lot. They have taught me a lot more than what I probably have taught them. I seek to learn something new every day so that I can teach them. Yay, 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 yay. My baby is growing up. Oh my gosh. Come back, Makai. But my lips getting dry. That must mean I'm talking too much. I got it wrong. I'm trying to correct some things now. Shifting my mindset, not placing blame, taking accountability for my own actions. Because when you know better, you do better. And there was a time where I honestly did not know any better. I looked for love outside of me and thought that, you know, it would save me. It would make me feel whole. But ultimately, looking for love outside of myself just gave me more responsibility. It has made things a lot harder because had I not had kids, I honestly don't know where I would be, but I would have had the time and the space to take care of myself first, heal first, process first, learn who I am first. Now, you know, I am doing that. And I'm proud of myself for doing it, but I have to do it in a space that I share with 3 other people who need time and attention because they're new to this world. They're learning, they're growing and developing, especially Brylan. And then there's Michi, you know, but he still requires that same amount of time and care because there are some things that he is not capable of doing on his own right now. So I do have to do a lot of hands-on things with him until he gets to the point of being able to do it on his own. And I'm so thankful for Brylan because had Brylan not come along, I may have still been doing a lot of stuff for Michi that he could be doing, you know, on his own. But Brylan has helped me to kind of take hands off a little bit and allow him more of his independence. Tuki, my baby, she been with it. My baby, even with being premature and all of that, she has always been she's always been very intelligent and independent, and she just knows. She knows what she wants. She's always known what she wants. Food wise, toys, clothes, she likes what she likes. My baby is a Taurus rising and it definitely shows. But and that's not to say that Michi isn't intelligent, because he definitely is. Brylan too. But yeah, for those who are in a phase of being lonely and think that a physical baby will bring you completion, I mean, it might for you, but just personally for me, having children didn't bring me the it didn't bring me the wholeness that I was looking for. It didn't fill that void like I thought it would, you know. And again, that's not to say that I don't love my children. That's not to say that I regret the decisions that I made. But now that I have gained, you know, knowledge, I see where I could have made some better decisions, you know. But we only act from where we are, and at the time I just needed somebody. Okay, I'm okay with not being in a relationship. Yes, do I desire a partner that will share responsibility with me, that I can create memories with and travel with and grow with and actually experience like real love from? Yes, I do. And eventually I know that will come, but right now I need this time. I need this time to myself. I want to keep expanding. I want to keep growing as an individual. I want to know who I am fully before I decide to join with somebody. And I'm not a person who likes to have a lot of people around my children. I've never been that type. My children only know their fathers and maybe one or two other people outside of their fathers. Other than that, I mean, they know each other's father, but outside of that, I'm not that girl, baby. No, I love and cherish my children too much for that. After everything I done did for these kids, everything that I do for these kids, you think I'm gonna just allow somebody to come in and just do whatever to my... No. It feels good, you know, to be able to share that with y'all. Again, like I said, it's something that I never imagined ever talking about ever again. But that's my truth. That's what I went through. That's why I went through it. I'm unlearning things. I'm healing from it. And I'm growing, and I'm proud of myself. And I just want to, it's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. Don't rush into being a parent, especially if you are lonely right now. Wait your time. Your time will come. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I tried not to make it too long, but it is what it is. Make sure you subscribe, and again, I'll see y'all later. I got to watch these kids. It's a lot going on out here, and I'm trying to talk to y'all. I'm trying to make sure both of my kids in sight. It's a lot going on out here. Bradley trying to roll down the hill and everything. It's a lot. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode. I love y'all. Again, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all subscribe. And